Happy New Year, people. We're officially in 2024, and my year is not starting too well. But 2 months ago, I put the clutch for a friend of mine in a semi truck. So this is a Mid America clutch. I've been using these clutches for a very long time. The reason why, because this is the heavier clutch. They hold lots and lots of power, and it has a spline saver on it. So your input shaft goes through here and then clutches. So I recorded the video regarding this clutch numerous times, and I believe a lot of people took advice in using this same clutch as me. And I understand there is exception for parts to be fail, but I never seen anything like this. So there's two pieces and broke up from underneath there, and then one is a pressure. There's a couple other cracks on the housing too. So the whole thing, it actually has cracks when it's pressure on it. Right now it's released. So I don't even know how to put it in perspective. I kind of feel like literally not trying to make up the video, and I really feel like I don't feel right, because I did the job, I give the guy the price, he actually gave me a couple $100 more than I charged him. He was super excited, and the whole problem started about 2 weeks into it. He called me and he says, "Hey, I don't have a clutch brake." I says, "Well, it does happen because we're using a 2-piece clutch brake." And they do break off. So I went underneath it, looked at the input shaft, everything looks good, clutch looks good. I says, "Well, let's readjust it and put another one in." So we readjusted the clutch again, give a little bit more gap between the clutch brake and the throwout bearing, and 3 weeks went by and he blew another clutch brake. So I think I did it 3 times. Then the vehicle had the truck had a check engine light on. Since the truck is still under Cummins warranty, he took it to dealer. On the way there, apparently he blew another clutch brake out. So he's like, "Well, it's already at the dealer, so let's figure out, let the professionals look at it, see what it is." So they says, "Well, your input shaft has this groove from previous 2 or 3 clutch brakes." I'm like, okay. So they put an input shaft in it and decided not to change the clutch till they found all these cracks. And when they started tearing it apart, it actually broke, which is weird. So my conclusion, I don't know how would you do in this situation when something like this happens, because the guy paid me, we paid for the part. So the plan is to go, which today is Monday, it's first of the year. Tomorrow I'm gonna go to the dealer where we bought the parts from. First of all, he asked me if we can get another clutch, and then the dealer said, "Well, since you with us already, we recommend you to put our clutch," which is totally fine. It's a pretty normal practice to do something like that. And when I called the dealer, it says, "Hey, the last clutch I bought, it's broken. Will you guys give me another clutch or reimburse me with the money?" He says, "Well, I really can't make decision right now because the salesman behind the counter, the people who make those decisions, they're not here, they're on vacation." I says, "Okay, well, the guy needs to get going, so we're gonna put whatever the other dealer recommends the clutch." And they says, "Okay, we know you well, so bring us all the parts, because the dealer who sold this car, which is Inland Truck Parts, they're gonna have to get a hold of manufacturing, explain to him what's going on." But the point of this, I think I'm going to rearrange how I do my part of being as a mechanic, fixing things. Like if I get another clutch job, I will tell the owner of the vehicle whatever I'm going to work on. It says, "You make the decision which clutch you want to buy it. This is the one I have experience in it. This part that will go in my history book, and I'm going to say there is potential to fail, because I changed clutches brand new, Eaton manufacturing. Guys absolutely didn't like it because they were really, really jerky, and they have tendency to blow the springs out of the discs. And this clutch Never seen it. It has tendency to apparently break the housing, but I never seen a springs broken off the discs. And this spring, and there's one more spring inside, so that each individual spring for each individual pad. And the reason why I like this clutch and this part, so your mass turning, it's farther outside, like I said in my previous video. So all the normal wear and tear is actually looks normal. Doesn't look anything abnormal. Doesn't look like it was abused or the clutch was dumped or anything like that. But I never seen it. The housing break, that is really uncommon. If they do break, they usually like destroyed, like something, an engine locks up or transmission or something. But this is completely crazy. So it comes down to, do I have to give them guy money back for my labor, and then the money bug the dealer so they paid back for all the parts and the input shaft, which we didn't change input shaft before. The reason why, because the truck only had 25,000 miles, and this truck gets driven in the city a lot, and it's 95,000 pound loaded all the time. What it is, it's a rock hauler. And the reason that the original clutch was changed to 225,000 miles, it's due to being a solo clutch. It's a self-adjustable, and it's completely normal for them to go halfway and then they will quit adjusting and then they start slipping. So that was just, that clutch really didn't fail, it's just wore out. And if you use that clutch in the over-the-road application, the solo clutch, they last about 5 to 6, maybe 700,000 miles, and that's about it. In the city operation where you stop, go, obviously they're gonna last half of that. So it was pretty normal, and it was not under warranty. I don't know, I just really at this point I'm kind of almost speechless. But weather's good, we will going back to the fight regarding it tomorrow. But leave the comment below and tell me, what would you do if you had this problem? Thanks for watching all.